And actress Jessica Tuck makes a clean getaway from her daytime soap, One Life to Live. Spencer? Jessica Tuck makes a landmark performance as she bows out of the daytime drama, One Life to Live, in our next half hour. It is now 38 minutes after 8. We all have, as the title of the popular daytime soap tells us, one life to live. Well, the character of Megan Gordon Harrison has certainly lived hers to the fullest, from being kidnapped by a vicious wife-beater to developing a rather frisky split personality named Ruby Bright. Well, at the end of this week, the one life Megan lived comes to an end with some regret.
I wanted to be a great actress. I wanted to play Nora in The Doll's House and Blanche in Streetcar. And then I was going to have a great film career. And Meryl Streep and Jessica Lange, they'd get the parts that I turned down. I was going to be right up there with Katharine Hepburn.
Oh, life is so unfair. Joining me now is Jessica Tuck, who's played Megan for 3.5 years. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
This is unusual because usually a character will die off screen, because then at some future time they can come back and say, big mistake, it didn't really happen at all, and here I am again. You didn't want that door open?
Well, I knew that I was definitely going to leave the show, and I really had no intention of coming back. And I don't think that they planned on recasting the character, and so that gave us an opportunity to do something a little more dramatic, and namely having me die on screen.
Well, you already shot this scene. You die
Yes.
on, I should say, you die on Friday, right?
Friday.
Okay, so if people want to see you die on Friday, but you already shot the scene.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was really hard, very hard. Well, we've been doing this for about 3 weeks. The illness didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, the illness is lupus, right?
It's lupus, but I don't die of lupus. It's very important to stress that, because lupus is a very treatable disease.
But there was
I died from the
kidney-
complications. Yeah, my character only had one kidney, and then she lost that kidney and got a kidney transplant that didn't go well, and then I ultimately died of a staph infection. So there were a lot of complications that led to my death.
You wanted to die, just a little diversion here, I'm told you wanted to die of something, what, more meaningful?
Well, originally I wanted to die of breast cancer or AIDS, but I'm really glad we didn't focus on those two diseases, because it's not a storyline about Megan's death. It's not about what she dies of. That's not really important. It's more a storyline about the celebration of life, actually, because all of the characters come together and they reminisce and they try and keep her alive, because it's also a love story. It's trying to keep Megan alive until they can get her husband back, and hopefully he will be the one to really breathe life back into her. So we don't focus on the disease.
Speaking of focusing, do you want to tell us about the string around the toe? Just to help you focus on what?
Well, the problem is that once you die, you can't breathe anymore, and you're not allowed to react to what's going on around you. And so the stage manager tied a string around my toe, and whenever I was on camera, when people were crying over my bed, he would tug on the string, and I would hold my breath. Because I know I'm terrible. Whenever someone's dying, I always look to see, I always look to see if they're breathing. And, so
and if you see that stomach moving
up and down, like, they're not dead.
So you wanted to make sure?
Right. So I'd hold my breath, and then he'd tug it when it was all right for me to breathe. But
so how scary is this? I mean, to make a move like this? I mean, giving up that weekly paycheck and going out there to conquer new...
It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah?
But it's exciting, too. I worked pretty hard for 3.5 years, and I feel like I have a life now.
What do you want to do with it? And what is the real burning desire there?
Real burning desire? Anything but daytime right now, because I feel like I've done that. Nothing against daytime. I learned a lot, and it was a really wonderful experience.
You bet. So it was a Yale education, of course, too, right?
Yeah.
Listen, good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll watch for the big death scene on Friday. Nice to see you, Jessica.
Thank you.
42 minutes after the new all-time statewide high school basketball scoring champ. And that's only half the story. The other half of Good Morning America continues.